we found an unusual option activity on advanced micro devices, also known as AMD. This unusual trade was worth $9.7 million and was done on the last trading day, October 7th. And what's also very unusual about this is that AMD reports earnings in 3 weeks on October 29th. So could this be an earnings trade? In this video, we will analyze this unusual option activity to find out how wealthy investors are now trading AMD. Are they bullish and buying or bearish in selling, so that we can also make the same financial decision to make money while the rich are getting richer on Wall Street? Because as we all know, the rich have more access to information, including leaked insider information, such as earnings reports, to make better financial decisions. No wonder the rich get richer. So without further ado, let's dive into the data from the last trading day, October 7th. As you can see here, this November 8th option at the 160 strike calls being traded October 7th. 5,500 contracts, and we can see the price that they paid here. And so we can calculate the trade cost, $17.65. And since each option represents 100 shares of stock, we multiply by 100. And so each of these call options cost $1,765. And since there was a total of 5,500 contracts, we multiply that out and we get a total trade cost of $9.7 million. Now keep in mind, AMD is a $200 billion market cap company, which means that this $9.7 million is just a drop in the bucket. And so in comparison to the trades that we share on our website, this is actually a lower probability of profit trade because it is higher risk. So if you are interested in the higher chance of profit trades with lower risk, then make sure to go to our website. We'll put a link at the top here where you can gain access to better trade ideas than this AMD trade, because not all of these trades will be winners. Some will be losers, but as long as we diversify with higher quality stock picks based on this type of data analysis, then we can become more profitable in the long term. So check out our website if you want access to more of these stocks that wealthy investors are trading for your portfolio diversification, where you can gain access to stronger data analysis than this AMD trade here.
Visit www.unusualoption.com to join our membership and start your journey to a financial success with a partner you can trust.
Now, one of the things we need to figure out is whether or not this wealthy investor is closing out of this trade or opening this trade. Because if they're closing out of the trade, then we do not necessarily want to open a trade. We only want to open new trades if this wealthy investor is also opening this trade. And so let's figure that out by looking at the historical data. As we can see here, on October 7th, when this trade was being done, we can see for these November 8th options at the 160 strike calls, there was an open interest of 83 contracts. And we can see the volume much greater. And so if they opened the trade, then the open interest would have added. And so if we take a look at the data now for these November 8th options, we can see here that at the 160 strike calls, there has been an addition to the open interest. At 10,479 contracts are now opened. So we know that on October 7th, those trades were in fact opening trades. And based on our analysis, they were buying these options. And you can see that is exactly what we also did. Our position here, POS stands for position, green means buy. And as we had just calculated, they were buying these 160 strike calls for 1765. And so when we analyze their trade, we can see here that on the risk profile profit loss graph, where the x-axis represents the share price of AMD stock and the y-axis represents the profit loss, note the zero here, break even, anything below that is a loss. And so you can see that currently trading right here, if the stock goes down, it becomes a negative loss. If it goes up, it becomes a positive gain, because this is a long bullish trade, and we can confirm it here on the Greeks. We have a positive delta trade. Now keep in mind the risk here with a very negative theta decay. And so as time goes on, these options will decay in value. So be aware of the risk with trading these long call options. If you are interested in our strategies to reduce risk in order to increase profits, then visit our website to learn more. We'll put a link to our website up here. Let us know what you think will happen to AMD. Do you think this is an earnings trade where AMD will go up, and that is why this wealthy investor is buying AMD? Or do you think it will crash back down? As usual, please smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Take care and have a wonderful day.